Hey, this is John from Freedom Force Talk Squad. Thanks for stopping by. Here at Freedom Force Studios, second season, we're going to focus on aspects of freedom that will help you enforce your own. And we're going to start by looking at a passage from one of the old masters, John Locke, 1660, Two Treatises of Government. I want to read to you something really quick. Mr. Locke here has got some information to share. The imagination is always restless and suggests variety of thoughts, and the will, reason being laid aside, is ready for every extravagant project. And in this state, he that goes furthest out of the way is thought fittest to lead, and is sure of most followers. And when fashion hath once established what folly or craft began, custom makes it sacred, and 'twill be thought impudence or madness to contradict or question it. He that will impartially survey the nations of the world will find so much of their governments, religions, and manners brought in and continued amongst them by these means, that he will have but little reverence for that process which are in use to credit amongst men, and will have reason to think that the woods and forests, where the irrational, untaught inhabitants keep right by following nature, are fitter to give us rules than cities and palaces, where those who call themselves civil and rational go out of their way by authority of example. So what are we talking about? Talking about how freedom is stolen from us in terms of civilized behavior by the people who basically are anti-civilization. The people that live in cities, realizing that we are bored and gullible because we are bored. And so what they do is create some crazy nonsense for us to go wild about. For example, the diamond at the crystal at the ROM, that piece of terrible architecture by Mr. Michael Lee Chin. It sucks. It's ridiculous. Or the Green Deal by AOC, the American politician. Her deal is ridiculous babble. But they're crazy. They're like thinking outside the box, and where everyone's like, wow, these people have vision. But they don't have vision if you have freedom. If you have vision, you can see what they're just trying to do is control you, control that gullible, restless aspect of your lizard brain. And this is freedom, to see through all that. In fact, to see that the people living out in the simple, rustic parts of our nation, people whose values have created a genuine Canadian culture through the land and their labor. What they do and where they live shapes the culture that is truly our nation. And I think that John Locke has done an incredible job to help us understand where the freedom exists. It exists where we can see through the con artists. And that's a great gift to the world. Much like the gift you give us every time you subscribe to Freedom Force Talk Squad. When you do that, we bring you freedom, more freedom every week. It's going to be an avalanche of the best of all of us, because you're freer than you think. Cheers.